Hello, so I'm making this video today to talk about my testimony and my relationship with God. Without God, this video wouldn't be possible, and my testimony wouldn't be possible. So I'd like to say that this video is for God, and without God, this wouldn't happen. I may benefit from saying it, and you may benefit from hearing it, but it is for God at the end of the day. So I'd like to start off in the background. Growing up, I sort of had this massive lack of identity that I didn't really, I'd say I felt like I belonged anywhere. I didn't really feel part of any group as such. My dad was in the military, my still is in the military, and so we've moved around a lot. So I never really came too attached to one area because I lived in all these different places, and that's actually where I got the name Wunderschönes Gott from. I was born in Germany. So Wunderschönes Gott, wonderful God. So 2010, I think it was, we moved to a town in the southern England called near Reading, and from that point we just moved after 3 years in Northern Ireland. So I started secondary school 2011 to 2012. I started year 8, and this is around this sort of time I wanted to be different, I suppose. I didn't want to, because I've got an English accent, but I don't want to be like all the other people. And so I think it was like the whole year 8, which is, if people don't know, I think you're 12, 13, I'm not sure, but around that sort of age. And so the whole year I put on this fake personality. I wasn't really a person, I was a character, because who I was just based on lies. For a whole year basically, I put on this fake accent. It was a Northern Irish one, and they basically just made up a character of lies. That wasn't me, but it was through this sense of identity I really became interested in football, and starts your identity. I saw myself as British, so I came aligned with the British part of Northern Ireland, and of course that comes with a lot of religious divide, isn't it? You got the Protestant and Catholics. At the time I saw myself as British more than anything, so I went to the Protestant side, and that got me interested in football with Rangers FC. So at this time I was calling myself Protestant, but I wasn't keen to God. I blasphemed, I cursed, lustful, so I could barely call myself child of God. But so it was around that time I started becoming interested in football, as I said, and so I was supporting this team, Rangers in Scotland, and their rival Celtic, Catholic. There's a lot of big rivalry between the two, and so Celtic are usually associated with the Republic of Ireland, and so I became to hate this club and the Republic of Ireland. And so anytime I saw anything to do with Ireland, like I remember once I was playing video games, Call of Duty, with some friends, and there was an Irish person I was playing it with, and he had an Ireland flag on there. And I remember I saw it, I was physically trembling with anger. I was physically angry, and it's not good, is it? And so a lot of my life it was just based on hatred. As I said, it was a Northern Ireland thing, and before that I like to just assume I was German, really. No, I didn't speak a word of the language, but I like to assume I was German. So I remember we were in Sainsbury's, Calcott they were in. Must have been about 2012 because they were selling the Union Jack flags, and my mum said she should buy me one. I remember the time I was seeing myself as German, and in fact, I'll say this in a minute, but I was hatred towards that flag. But I was saying, yeah. So I always sort of had a lack of identity. That's why even recently I've just finished putting on this fake sort of accent. It's sort of like from Northern Ireland to just Northern England. And yeah, so I felt a lot of pride towards this. It was around this time I started getting interested in football as well. So I've been to plenty of football matches quite recently as well, I'm afraid to say. And so yeah. So it was around this sort of time, when I was living in my sin, and I can still see the outward reaches of this sin nowadays, and still sin. By ourselves it's impossible to stop sinning. We have to accept Christ into our life, and it's the only way we can stop sin. And yeah, so around this sort of time when I was lying every day, basically, I started to come down with depression, and I was hit bad. It was bad. I was never really happy. Loads of times I just hid off crying. I had suicidal thoughts, all sorts. I remember once I went in the kitchen and I told my mum, this is a lie by the way, I told my mum that I tried to kill myself. Slit my wrist. And yeah, I think that was one of the lowest days of my life. But yeah, I lied about that. It's another thing I've done a lot from life's lie. And yeah, so Jesus completely cured me of this. Having faith in Christ can help you. It's just the sort of thing people like to pay for psychologists and that. Why waste? Why waste your time, your money? Do it for free. You just have to believe in Christ and obey Christ, and He can help you. And so I've had many addictions throughout my life. Growing up, it was just small things. Obviously, food. I used to be extremely gluttonous. I'd eat quite a lot, loads. That was when I was quite young, so I didn't really understand the concept of gluttony, and that's something I haven't really known too well until quite recently, actually. So yeah, that was happening. I wasn't doing a lot of exercise, and well, yeah. So right. Like a lot of people throughout my life, I've had a lot of problems just keeping myself humble. I've struggled to just understand life. Not understand life, but be grateful for the life I have got. I just take that for granted. Until recently, I was dyeing my hair every day, like that. And every day before I went to school, I would have a shower in the morning, specifically so I could style my hair. And every time I got out of the shower, I'd come in this room and I'd say a prayer to God to ask Him to help me do my hair. Do you know what I mean? That's worldliness. And that's not something you should really, it's not something you should do at all. So, yeah, it's hard, to just keep these influences out of your life. But you know, God can do it for you. And yeah, but so about 3 years ago, 2013, so when I first started truly believing in Christ. I I started off small. I remember I say a prayer every night. I think it's like 10, which you don't have to do. You know, I mean, of course you have to pray, but it's kind of in vain if you say prayer every night, but you still sin throughout the day. So I'm not saying don't pray. Of course pray, but you know, if you say a prayer, then you will or willingly go into the next day knowing you're going to sin. It's just in vain, isn't it? So yeah, that's always been an issue for me. You know, I've always been distracted. I've been demonstrating that now playing with a pen. I should be focused on this. So yeah, but get distracted from God. You know, I'm heterosexual, and you know, growing up through life, you know, you start with some women, don't you? So that's always been a massive distraction for me. You know, it's just, you know, well, it's the whole sort of thing of the flesh versus spirit. You know, we want to worship God carnately. I don't think that's right, but basically, you know, we always have an instinct to worship God because we have a sense of what's right and what's wrong. You know, when we sin and when we, you know, eat too much or do anything, maybe not all of us, but a lot of people will feel bad and wrong for this. And so it's just showing, let's have that hankering to just know Christ. We have the instinctual knowledge of a most high God. So that's, you know, guilt. But yeah, I got, even though, you know, I went off a bit of a tirade. But as I was saying, you know, it started off slowly for me in my relationship with Christ. It wasn't really going anywhere for a few years. You know, I moved house, and you know, when you're new somewhere, you always try and make a good impression, don't you? So yeah, I think my pride came out there as well, and so yeah, so it's been building up. I started off poor, like I didn't really pray at all. I remember once as well, I was walking home from school with a friend, and somehow we got talking about life and death, and I said I didn't believe in God, but I believed in heaven. I was like, well, do you know what I mean? It's just contradictory.